entering into the next portion of the program, where we will be listening to we'll be understanding some of the various revelations made by Devi Parashakti for humanity at this time. As all of us know, Devi has been continuously guiding us and blessing us. So let us look at some of the revelations made by Devi and understand how we can heed to the guidances given by Devi, and we can yes, let us enter into this next segment and understand what Devi Parashakti has revealed about this pralaya, about this pandemic. So, as we all know, humanity is still undergoing the effects of the cosmic deluge, this pralaya. Thousands of deaths due to the global pandemic and emerging fungal epidemic, along with record numbers of natural disasters, have taken a huge toll on humanity's collective psyche, leading to increase in poverty, malnutrition, depression, and mental health issues. So what is called in this segment, let us go through a scientific and statistical understanding of Devi Parashakti's revelations on the cause and solution of this pralaya, this cosmic deluge. So all of us know the current status of the world right now. And since this has been made, the number of deaths has increased to well over 4.4 million people. Confirmed cases of COVID-19 has crossed well over 220 million. And the worst affected countries are still the US, and in India alone, the number of cases has over 400,000 people. And the number of people fallen into poverty since the beginning of 2020 is 75 million people. And India is considered to be the sixth most depressed country in the world. And 6.5 is suffering from some form of mental illness, especially in 15 to 24 mental health issues or the pandemic, cyclones in very shortly. So how could we have prevented this? How could we have avoided this? Let us listen to what Devi Parashakti has revealed as the cause for this pralaya. Sorry for the technical glitch. So let us look at the translation of Devi Parashakti's revelation. Yes. Devi revealed for this huge enemy, they chased the country. See what is going to happen now. And in 2017, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism had revealed the vision for this Padayatra and of Buddhism spreading again, where 10,000 power manifestors would walk from Kanyakumari to Kashmir and Supreme Pontiff of their homes and give them solutions for every problem, whether physical, mental, spiritual, emotional. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was ready to get on ground and meet people where they are. And since the age of 10, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been enriching people and preparing them for this Padayatra to save them from this Pralaya. And from that age, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been enriching and initiating the masses into the science of enlightenment through his powerful discourses, initiations, and darshans. And here you can see in the next several photos, we'll be seeing various programs that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been conducting over the 2 decades, enriching people and blessing people. And here you can see how many thousands of people in each program were being blessed directly by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, were being initiated into the science of enlightenment. You can see the people from various different backgrounds. You can see the birth star celebrations in Tiruvannamalai, and how many different people from various walks of life who were there enriched and blessed by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. You can see the Jayanti celebrations in East School and the NSB programs, various this Pralaya to protect them from this Pralaya, them for this Padayatra. And even the Saptayagam program, which was a of homas conducted by not only the Supreme Pontiff doing the homa himself, as well as to the same homas. It was a huge offering to humanity, bringing so much. Each of these photos, how many were being blessed to be in the presence of the avatar, to be initiated into the science of the world, to prepare people for this Pralaya, and to ultimately bring them to the new age, the Satya Yuga. And in order to do this, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was preparing to do the re-energizing process of the 12 Jyotirlingas along with the Padayatra. However, the anti-Hindu elements made it nearly impossible for Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism to do the re-energizing process by driving the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism out of India. And Devi Parashakti has revealed the solution for this Padayatra, for this cosmic deluge, for this Pralaya to end. Devi revealed that only when the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is received once again in India with respect and reverence as the head of the Kailasana and the re-energizing process of the 12 Jyotirlingas, will we see an end to this Pralaya in India. And as we look around and we see so much of suffering and pain, we can understand what the great rishis of the Vedic civilization had forewarned as this Kali Yuga. And Vyasa echoes the Rishi's declaration in the Kurma Purana and the 4 yugas. People are so sinful, they forget the dharma, the 4 varnas and the 4 ashramas. In fact, men are so sinful that for their great sins. The only place and the Kurma Purana also states that Lord Rudra, Paramashiva himself, is the avatar for the Kali Yuga. And it states Brahma is the presiding divinity, which appeared Sri Rama. In the Dvapara Yuga, the 3rd cycle of time, the presiding divinity is Vishnu. And in the Kali Yuga, the 4th cycle of time, the current age, the presiding divinity is the avatar is Rudra, Lord Maheshwara, Mahasadashiva himself. And out of his deepest compassion to protect humanity, on the 2nd of January 1978, Paramashiva himself descended into the human form in the Nijavatara of Buddhism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism explains that if Paramashiva himself had waited one more year, 1979 would have been too late. And on the planet Earth was to protect humanity. And Devi Parashakti herself has revealed about this. Let us look at the translation of it. People of the world, oh listen, Kali Yuga has matured and over time has come for Sati Yuga to happen. Great Pralaya has come. Don't worry, people, in the form of Nithyananda, I myself have come for this. The avatar began the Padayatra at the mere age of 10. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism began enriching people at a time with the truth from the sacred scriptures and the secrets of higher living. Where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism led them from Gudiyatam, Tamil Nadu to Tiruvannamalai, his birthplace, and a huge spiritual pilgrimage site. And when the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was around, all his fellow monks gave them an unforgettable pilgrimage trip experience. Until the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism founded the international mission, the Nithyananda Sangha, to revive Kailasa internationally all over the world. And the Hinduism's intensity and dedication for the people, even among crowds of thousands who don't understand English, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's voice resonated deeply, and his presence moved each one to tears. And in 2000, the Avatar led his disciples on the first Himalayan Yatra, visiting temples, delivering satsangs, and initiating and guided individual souls not just to physical spiritual sites, but to supernal spiritual realms. And in 2006, the Padayatras were taken to the next level with the Kodikan Radayatra, with crores participating and impacted by Nithyanandeshwara and Nithyanandeshwari deities traveling from city to city. And the Padayatra was not only conducted in 2006, but the Kodikan Radayatra culminated with the consecration and inauguration of the Garbha Mandir, the sanctum sanctorum of the Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti, and the Swayambhu Linga at the Adi Kailasha Satpinja in Bangalore, South India. Here you can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism offering Abhishekam to the Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Swayambhu Linga. And these deities were energized as Achavataras to radiate the energy of Paramashiva and Parashakti to create the Adi Kailasha Sarvajñavita as a ship to save humanity from this upcoming pralaya. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has created innumerable spiritual energy centers in India as safe havens during this great deluge in Bangalore and the Kailasa in Hyderabad. Each of these spiritual ecosystems have provided support and protection during this time when so many people are suffering and are struggling with struggling with protecting their families. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has created these ecosystems worldwide in order to protect people. And in 2008, the Avatar created and energized the Nithyananda Vajrasarovar, the Ananda Lingam, which would protect anyone who bathes in its waters from the deadly COVID-19 disease. You can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism performing the Ananda Lingam. Another Kodikan Radayatra and garnered international attention and created a movement where lakhs of Hindus once again embraced Hinduism. And wherever the Avatar's feet have graced the planet Earth, there the seeds of super consciousness have been 1 billion people have been enriched and enriched by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And in the support for people, the ecosystems in India, the Kailas and Erode, the Adi Nithyananda here you can see, have provided multi-layered quarantine for all residents who want to come and reside there and protect themselves in India. And the other Sadvajnapitas across the globe and the other enlightenment ecosystems across the globe have provided spiritual and emotional support. The Adi Kailasas at Vidyapita in Bangalore has provided the multi-quarantine for anyone who wants to protect themselves during this time. And so has the Kailas in Tiruvannamalai, providing the Kailas in Los Angeles have been providing support in the form of various programs, online programs, uh, yoga sessions, online chanting sessions of the Kailas in Los Angeles, the Kailas in San Jose, Sarvinyapitas, the enlightenment across the globe in order to protect people, the Kailas in Seattle, in order to protect people during this pralaya, to ensure that they are not affected by this emotionally or physically. You can see the Kailasa in Houston, Texas. And also, each of these ecosystems, the Kailasa in Charlotte, North Carolina, have been beautiful to them, this ambiance in order to experience the superconscious breakthrough, the Kailasa in Washington, D.C., by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Kailasa in Phoenix, Arizona, where you can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself consecrating these deities. The Kailasa in St. Louis, Missouri. And each of these ecosystems have a special significance. The Kailasa in St. Louis, Missouri is the energy of Tirumala Tirupati of South India and the West. And it is a beautiful ecosystem for all to experience. The Kailasa in Oman, which is Mangay, and it fulfills the needs of Hindus across through these energized. The Kailasa in London, UK, the Kailasa in Scotland, UK, the Kailasa in Netherlands, the various Kailasas in Europe reach out to all the citizens of Europe to the Kailasa in Luxembourg. The data in each Kailasa like enlightenment ecosystem radiates the Kailasa in Germany, the Kailasa in Italy, the Kailasa in France, the Kailasa in Switzerland, the Kailasa in Mauritius, and the Kailasa in South Africa. You can see how many people have been enjoying the various enlightenment ecosystems. The Kailasa in Salem, which was established personally by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in 2006. It's one of the important energy centers in Tamil Nadu. The Kailasa in Hosur, which was the Adinam, was founded by his secretary donated this land to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in 2008. And the Kailasa in Patnam, the Kailasa in Varanasi, the Kailasa in Rajapalayam, which is a Shakti Pita, and this radiates the divine feminine conscious energy, and it is considered a Hindu heritage site. The significance of the land for Hindus lies in little known in the fact that Devi Meenakshi stayed in this area after her coronation. One of her golden rings slipped from her hand, and while she was resting here during her search for Paramashiva. Here is this one of the most important centers in Tamil Nadu in South India. You can see how enriched by the Kailasa in Kerala, the Kailasa in Gujarat, which is the Yogini Sarvanyapita, built exclusively to enrich across the globe about the sacred feminine tradition. The Kailasa in Tiruvannur in Tamil Nadu, the Kailasa in Alankulam, also in Tamil Nadu, the Kailasa in Nitambaram, the Kailasa in Avadi, one of the first Kailasas established in South Pacific, the Kailasa in New Zealand, another beautiful ecosystem in the South Pacific, the Kailasa in Singapore, which was established by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in 2006, the Kailasa established in 2008, the Kailasa in Guadeloupe, South America, enriching the global South American population, and to ensure humanity survives during this pralaya. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has created a sovereign order of Kailasa with thousands of sannyasis with no discrimination against caste, creed, or religion. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has initiated thousands into Nithyananda spiritual healing who are actively healing millions all over the world. And the Supreme Concept of Hinduism has established over 2,500 satsang centers, Padaka mandirs, and home temples, which operate as de facto spiritual embassies of Kailasa. And the Avatar has inspired millions to reclaim their Hindu-centric freedom through thousands of padayatras, which were conducted by the Hindu diaspora worldwide, honoring the hard work of the Supreme Concept of Hinduism and the revival of Kailasa, silently preparing each one for what was to come. Devotees in Malaysia planned a padayatra and executed it successfully, with thousands who participated and the dying Hindu population in Malaysia being reinvigorated. And in every major festival, devotees from all over the world have performed the padayatra out of their sincere devotion and love for the Avatar. And the Supreme Concept of Hinduism has contributed over 27 years of humanitarian services and has enriched and enriched over 1 billion lives across the globe in 347 cities, in 196 countries across 6 continents. And the Supreme Concept of Hinduism has served over 1 billion free organic nutritious meals and continues to serve across the globe. And the world's largest Hindu university, Kailasa Nithyananda University, has been established in US, Canada, UK, Slovakia, Switzerland, and France. And Kailasa is the world's greatest digital Hindu nation with Hindus, and you can connect with us on various social media platforms, including Twitter, Instagram, and hinduuniversity.org, Kailasa TV, and Nithyananda TV. And you can always download the Enlightenment app, which to keep yourself in the high space and always be enriched by the teachings of the Supreme Concept of Hinduism. And there are over 1 billion e-citizens in over 100 countries with the most successful community in the world. And you can see in this photo how many different locations the e-citizens of Kailasa reside. And the Supreme Concept of Hinduism has various global initiatives in various fields, including health, education, and the development of human potential. And by sharing the practical applications of Hinduism and its science of enlightenment, through which we have made various breakthroughs, the Supreme Concept of Hinduism has enriched millions of people across the globe. And the Supreme Concept of Hinduism has provided foreign aid through Hindu diplomacy with the Sri Kailasa United Nations initiative. And the Supreme Concept of Hinduism has contributed various fields, including global peace, education and children, equality, food, and environment. And the Supreme Concept of Hinduism has offered free education in 150 plus countries. Nithyananda Hindu University is the world's largest in the universe with over 7,000 courses. And of course, Kailasa, with the vision of No Hungry Home, has initiated multiple services, including Annadan, organic agriculture, and has offered 1 billion free meals and continues to do so today. Even during this pandemic, even during this Chalaya, Kailasa has not stopped its services, but